Well, and I think we've all seen what happens when those matters weren't taken care of.
Yeah.
And a family breadwinner, leaves us. I look at insurance as something that gives your family their dignity. Should you leave?
Right.
Yeah. I maybe a year ago saw an example of someone whose husband passed without insurance, and the woman had to sell everything she had and had to do an online auction to cover his funeral expenses.
Wow.
That's when you're dealing with an emotional loss, like the loss of a loved one. You have to deal with those things. I mean,
it's tough.
I wouldn't do it to the people I love, I guess, is where I come from.
Yeah.
This client was 70 years old. He'd purchased a whole life policy 30 years ago that was going to run out in 2 years because it hadn't ever been reviewed. And he didn't realize that it was designed to run out in 2 years. Guy's in perfect shape.
Yeah.
Other than a light bout with prostate cancer a couple years ago, had he caught this error in design 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, it could have been fixed to be a lifelong policy and be there when he actually passed.
Wow.
Because of that little bout with cancer, he's virtually uninsurable, and now he's put $60,000 into the policy that's a sunk cost, effectively. So that, to me, is a very good example of why you should always review your policies.
That's very good insight, because who would think that once you buy a policy, we buy a policy and then we put it in the drawer.
We want to forget about it.
And then we're done. It's like, I got my policy, but it is important to review it. So thank you. Thank you so much for that insight, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Really, really appreciate it.